Okay.
Hello, my name is Coco. I'm 9 years old and I'm from Anji, Lanwen Angel School. Today, I will tell you a book. This book is I'm writing and the picture is I'm drawing. Can you see the picture?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
And this is the containers. And the first story is the terrifying plant. In the night, there is a little house, and in a little house, there is a parent are making a terrifying plan. And the mom says, tomorrow we can put the kids in a terrifying forest. And dad says, no, we can't put the kids to the terrifying forest. It's so terrifying for them. Mom continues, when the kids are away from home, we will have the time we can play. And dad says, yes, that sounds pretty. Let's do this unbeknownst to them tomorrow. And the kids hear this plan. And they want to go out and to get the stone to cross the road. The second story is entered the terrifying forest. In the morning, Dad and Mom took the kids to the terrifying forest and they go home without looking back. The kids was very tired, so they jumped in the lake and take a bath. After take a bath, they sleep on the grass. The third story is Willie wants to go home. In the morning, the kids wakes up and they want to go home, so they walked and walked, but they can't find their home. The last story is Look, a candy house. In the morning, the kids wakes up at 6 o'clock and they think they can't find home, so they walk and walk into a big forest and they see a house. There were so many candies on the house. They decide to eat one slice of the candy. After they eat one slice of candy, they want to eat another slice of candy. Suddenly, there was an old lady go out of the house. And she said, oh, there are some poor children. Please go to the house. Thank you. I hope I can see you soon.
Go for it, parent.
Okay. So because I was just waiting to see if you were going to talk. So honestly, I was super engaged by the story, although the ending kind of worried me because the last time there were two kids, Hansel and Gretel, who went to a lady's house that was made out of food, it did not end well for them. So when it suddenly went see you soon, I was like, phew, I think they're safe. I hope. So I could definitely also relate to the eating candy part. That's probably one of my favorite parts because it was probably delicious. So maybe do you think I could ask a question if that's possible. I'm just going to wait for our amazing translator to see if we can ask a question. But so far, Garrett, what was your favorite part of the story?
Oh my gosh, I think the best part of the story was the dialogue and the illustrations. I got to say that the story was definitely developed thoroughly, and we just found our way through this crazy story, through the terrifying forest, all the way to the ending of the candy house, candy castle, candy city. So I was like, kind of reminded me of Wreck-It Ralph. If you guys ever seen that Disney movie where they
I love
hop
that
in the
movie.
sugar rush, it's a great one. But anyway, I think the story has some great inspiration. And yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we'll see if Ting can hop on if she's able, and we can ask some questions. But is there anything else you wanted to share? Ting is
Yeah,
here.
in
Hi,
Coco.
Ting. Hi.
Yeah,
How
I'm
you doing?
here.
Yay.
Because Coco, Kexuan is good at English, so I think she may not need my translation. That is why I
Love
turned my
it.
video and
Yeah,
muted.
yeah.
Yeah. So, Coco, are you ready for the questions?
Yes, I'm ready for the questions.
Amazing English. I'd also like to agree with you on that. So my first question is, were were there any fairy tales that you liked growing up?
Yes,
So could you tell me which fairy tales you liked, or any stories that maybe your parents told you while putting you to sleep when you were growing up?
my favorite fairy tales in the story is Little in
Could you repeat the name of the story?
the name of story is I can't translate into English.
Did she say she couldn't translate it to English too?
Yeah, because the story's name may hard to translate into English. Sometimes it is some common nouns in China. Maybe I can ask her and try to translate that for you, okay? So Coco, what is the name you cannot translate into Chinese into English?
It's 巴拉巴拉小魔仙.
Okay, it's really hard to translate into
Maybe
English.
you could like tell this, maybe like give us a short summary of the story, and like maybe
Yeah.
that would help.
Yeah, because the name is Bala Bala seems something like the sounds, Bala Bala, and the little fairy. So that means Bala Bala little fairy, more like that. And I would like to invite Coco to introduce the content of that fairy, that fairy, okay? So Coco, would you like to introduce the content, the story of Bala Bala 小魔仙?
Yes.
Please.
This story is about a little fairy. She has a long pink hair, and one day she wants to make some things, and she art doesn't. She's art is doesn't good, so she called her rabbit to help her to put some leaves from the tree and put some flowers. So she makes and makes. At last, she success. And she used her magic to call her friend to help her. That's all.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Can I ask one more question? I love that you're writing stories. I feel like writing nowadays can like transport people, right? That's kind of the concept of writing something new and fun, is being able to create a new world for people, which is super exciting. And so I know this the story you just told was the inspiration behind it, but I hope that you keep writing. And do you like to write? Is it one of your favorite things?
Yes, I like.
A lot. Awesome. Yeah. Do you have any other modes? Have you tried doing some poetry or things like that?
No.
Great. Well, hey, this is super awesome. So, yeah, we hope that you keep writing. You hope that you can keep transporting us to these great places, and we hope to see another book in the series in 6 months when we meet again in the gift at the Global Innovation Field Trip.
For sure, I definitely need some closure to see what happens to the children after they enter the old woman's house because, like I said earlier, Hansel and Gretel did not go. It did not end well for them. So I need to make sure that they have a good ending. So you have to make sure that they stay safe. All right. So, anyways, thank you so much for giving us the story of a lifetime today. And I hope you still continue to take your inspiration from fairy tales, like the one you just told us today. I'm not gonna try pronouncing the name because I know I'm probably gonna butcher it. So I'm just gonna refer to it as the fairy tale. And kids like you who take inspiration from fairy tales, they are most likely the ones who will make that kind of magic come true in real life. So I would like to encourage you to keep on doing what you're doing, and surely you're gonna end up getting probably a New York bestseller book one day.
Yeah.
By the way, I do see that we also have our next presenters. These people from China are very very punctual. I like that. I like that a lot. So,
Yeah, me too.
Garrett, if you don't have any more questions, we can move on to our next presenter since we are ahead of schedule, and that's great.
Yeah, let's do it. Awesome. Thank you again, and we hope to see you super soon.
See you.
Thank you.